In my comparative study, I'll be examining Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can and Oliver Nakash and Eric Toledano's Intouchable. Catch Me If You Can is an American biographical crime comedy drama film directed by Steven Spielberg in 2002, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. The film explores the life of Frank Abagnale, a con artist who successfully performs cons worth of millions of dollars before his 19th birthday. Intouchable is a French buddy comedy film directed by Olivier Nakache and Eric Toledano in 2011, starring Omar Sy and François Cluzet. The film explores the unlikely friendship between a wealthy quadriplegic man and his caregiver from a disadvantaged background. In this study, we will explore in what ways each film portrays crime and social mobility in distinct ways, influenced by their socioeconomic context. An American wealth and post-war opportunity in Catch Me If You Can, contrasted with modern-day French inequities in Intouchable. Catch Me If You Can follows the extraordinary life of Frank Abagnale. Here we see Frank, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, expertly forging checks and assuming multiple identities, including a pilot, doctor, and lawyer, while evading law enforcement led by Agent Carl Hanratty, played by Tom Hanks. Through a whirlwind of deception and charm, Frank navigates the world of the affluent post-World War II American society, demonstrating a complex relationship with his family, especially his father, whose approval he desperately seeks. The film follows themes of deception, where Frank's ability to manipulate his identity reflects a broader commentary on truth and authenticity. Next, identity, where the film explores Frank's struggle with a self-identity amidst his various personas. Also, social mobility, as it highlights the pursuit of the American dream through unconventional means. Lastly is family dynamics, where the impact of Frank's family relationship on his decisions and actions serve as a central emotional thread. In Intouchable, we meet Philip, a wealthy quadriplegic man played by François Cluzet, who forms an unlikely relationship with Driss, portrayed by Omar Sy, an ex-convict hired as a caregiver. Philip's life is depicted with the luxurious yet isolating confines of his mansion, contrasting sharply with Driss's challenging upbringing in the city of Paris. As their relationship grows, the film showcases their differences in socioeconomic status while emphasizing the genuine bond that transcends wealth and privilege. The film follows themes of wealth disparity, as the film critiques the stark contrast between Philip's wealth and Driss's background. Also friendship, the relationship evolves into a deep friendship that defies societal expectations. Also personal growth, where both characters undergo significant personal transformations through their interactions. And lastly, social barriers, as the film addresses how social economic factors shape their lives and relationships. Additionally, these films have been widely studied in academic discussion of film and society. Scholarly analysis, such as those found in the Oxford Handbook of Film Theory, emphasize Spielberg's stylistic use of movement and deception to craft engaging narratives without identity and ambition. Meanwhile, French cinema, a critical filmography, provides insight into how Les Intouchables reflect contemporary issues of race and class in France. By incorporating these credible film sources, this study ensures a well-rounded exploration of the film's thematic and sociocultural significance. This comparative study examines how Catch Me If You Can and Intouchable explore crime and social mobility, shaped by their cultural and historical context of their stories. Both films examine how the social-economic background of their protagonists influence their choices and relationships. In Catch Me If You Can, Frank Abagnale uses deception to chase the American dream, while in Intouchable just works to rebuild his life within a system of deep inequalities. These different portrayals of crime offer contrasting views on social mobility. At the same time, the film uses the characters' relationships to highlight how personal connections can challenge or reinforce societal expectations, while driving personal growth and self-discovery. By analyzing these films, we can better understand how cinematic storytelling reflects and critiques social realities. Drawing from film theory and sociological perspectives, including Pierre Bourdieu's concepts of social capital and habitus, these studies situate the films within a broader framework of class mobility and identity. Additionally, critical analysts of Spielberg's work highlight his thematic focus on fractured family dynamics and individual agency, while scholarly discussions of Intouchable emphasize its portrayal of racial and socioeconomic divides in modern France. This multidisciplinary approach deepens our understanding of how both films use crime as a lens to examine the pursuit of mobility and the barriers that shape human experiences. The socioeconomic backdrop of the post-World War II America is crucial in understanding Catch Me If You Can. During this period, the United States experienced significant economic growth, leading to increased consumerism and a pursuit of success, often measured by wealth and status. Frank Abagnale's journey reflects the environment as he skillfully forges checks and adopts multiple identities to navigate the affluent society around him. A pivotal moment occurs when Frank impersonates a Pan Am pilot, which not only showcases his audacity, but also highlights the allure of his glamorous lifestyle associated with wealth and power in America. These filmmakers utilize rapid editing during this sequence, cutting between Frank's confident demeanor and the admiration of those around him, emphasizing his charm and the thrill of deception. This technique underscores the cultural obsession with success and the lengths individuals might go to achieve it, revealing the disillusionment that can accompany the American dream. As noted in the Oxford Handbook of Film Theory, Spielberg's stylistic approach includes the use of high-key lighting and smooth camera movements enhances the film's romanticized portrayal of crime as means of social mobility. In contrast, the Intouchables presents a contemporary view of socioeconomic inequalities in France. The film highlights the stark disparities between Philip's wealth and Driss's disadvantaged background. The significant moment occurs when Driss first arrives at Philip's luxurious mansion, where the opulence contrasts sharply with his own living conditions in a low-income neighborhood. The use of wide-angle shots in this scene capture the grandeur of Philip's home while simultaneously isolating Driss within the frame. As their friendship develops, Driss introduces Philip to a more carefree approach to life, which challenges societal norms regarding wealth and disparity. This relationship is further accentuated by close-up shots that capture their emotional exchanges, illustrating how personal connections can transcend economic barriers. According to French Cinema, a critical filmography, Nakache and Toledano employ a mix of handheld and steady camera work to create a sense of intimacy and realism, reinforcing the film's message about bridging social divides, leading to our second point of the impact of characterization and their relationships. In Catch Me If You Can, Frank Abagnale's relationship with his family, law enforcement, and romantic interests are pivotal in revealing the complexities of his character and motivations. Frank's strained relationship with his father, played by Christopher Walken, is particularly significant. A poignant scene occurs when Frank's father tells him,
"Sooner or later, don't forget about me,"
which deeply affects Frank's perception of his identity and success. The use of soft lighting during this interaction emphasizes the emotional weight of the relationship, highlighting Frank's yearning for love and approval. Furthermore, his dynamic with law enforcement, particularly Agent Carl Hanratty, is marked by a cat-and-mouse chase that reflects both conflict and an underlying respect. The filmmakers employ cross-cutting techniques to juxtapose Frank's clever escapes with Hanratty's relentless pursuit, showcasing the tension in the relationship while also humanizing both characters. Additionally, Frank's romantic interests often serve as a means for him to connect on a personal level, yet they frequently end in deceit, further complicating his character. For instance, his relationship with Brenda, portrayed by Amy Adams, illustrates his desire for genuine connection, but ultimately reveals his inability to maintain honesty. The filmmakers use close-ups during their intimate moments to highlight Frank's vulnerability and longing for stable, adding depth to his character. In Catch Me If You Can, the notion of social mobility in a post-World War II America significantly shapes Frank Abagnale's identity and aspirations. The cultural landscape of the era, characterized by economic prosperity and a fascination with success, drives Frank to emulate the lifestyles of the wealthy and powerful. A defining moment occurs when Frank, after watching a James Bond film, decides to adopt a persona of Mr. Fleming. He instructs his tailor to make him an expensive suit, resembling ones in the film. Upon his tailor's sarcastic suggestion of owning an Aston Martin, Frank is shown aggressively driving the lavish car, embodying the charm and sophistication of the iconic character. The filmmakers use stylish cinematography and upbeat music during the sequence to convey Frank's excitement and deeper transformation into a suave con artist. This desire for social mobility reflects both ambition and disillusionment with the American dream. When Frank meets a beautiful model at his hotel, he effortlessly charms her with his newfound persona, showcasing how he uses deception as a tool for acceptance and validation. However, as this evening unfolds, it becomes clear that beneath his confident facade lies a profound loneliness. The filmmakers utilize close-up of Frank's face during moments of intimacy that reveal vulnerability, contrasting with his outward bravado. This juxtaposition emphasizes that while he may attain social status through depiction, it ultimately leaves him feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from genuine relationships, highlighting the complexities of seeking success in a society that often values appearance over authenticity. In Intouchables, Driss's journey from poverty to a life surrounded by wealth highlights important issues of privilege and opportunity in modern France. At first, Driss is hired as Philip's caregiver, but he quickly becomes an indispensable part of Philip's life, breaking down societal stereotypes in the process. One memorable scene shows Driss accompanying Philip to a formal classic music concert. Unfamiliar with the setting, Driss reacts with his trademark humor, making jokes about the opera singer and musicians. While he doesn't seem particularly moved by the music, this moment showcases the cultural gap between the two while emphasizing Philip's openness to sharing his world with Driss. Both Catch Me If You Can and Intouchables tell powerful stories about crime and social mobility, each shaped by cultural and historical context in which they are set. By integrating film theory and sociological perspectives, including Pierre Bourdieu's concept of social capital and habitus, this study deepens its analysis of how these films construct narratives around class, identity, and ambition.